Hi, my name is Shiny from Ama Legacy and I'm here at the Meatmen studio doing some sweet potato Tang Yuans with peanut and white sesame filling. As we are in December, it is high time for us to prepare for Winter Solstice, which is Tang Yuan season. We have the Tang, which is the sweetness of how the year is supposed to end, and Yuan symbolizes Tuan Yuan because in the family, when we make all our Tang Yuans together, we are supposed to symbolize togetherness. Back when my grandma was around, she was the one who always kickstart the Tang Yuan factory in our household, and she'll be the one who jills everybody into the kitchen to start sitting down and making our little Tang Yuans together. So Tang Yuan holds a very special place in my heart as it's something that we bond together as a family. I was a fiend and I love eating Tang Yuan. So we're using Australian Covington potatoes or any kind of potatoes that you know that has a very bright colour. Cut into thin strips so you can steam faster. You're gonna steam until it's tender such that when you put a chopstick in, it goes all the way through. Now going on with roasting the peanuts and the white sesame. So we are roasting these peanuts on the pan, low fire, until it gets flavor. The aroma comes out. So you would first smell it and we are trying to dry out the surface such that the skin is easier to peel off. Like you smell it, right? You can actually start to slowly roast it even more. Actually, this is perfect already. You can see some of the cross sections. White sesame. So again, we are starting with a hot pan and then we're gonna sprinkle the white sesame on. We want to make sure that we are roasting this on low fire because this guys burn pretty fast. I roast my sesame until it's quite dark so that it gets depth of flavor. The tenderizer is something like a glue. So it's meant to soften the dough and also make sure that it doesn't crack while you're making the Tang Yuans. Once it's combined, you use your hands to pinch. And you can flatten it. It's gonna have cracks, don't worry. You don't want it to be too wet. Then later when you put it in boiling water, it just flops and turns into a slurry. You want it to be a little bit firm. Once it's cooked, you get a nice chewy QQ tenderizer. You're gonna put this fella into the water and then occasionally you just want it to release from the bottom, so you just use a spoon or whatever to just poke it around and you can just leave it be low fire such that it's not so vigorous and then let this guy slowly float up to the surface and it will tell you that he is ready. We measured out the sweet potato and we're going to mash it using a fork. Combine. So what we have right now is the glutinous rice flour. Pour it in. Potato in. So we want to mash it up a little bit, get that nice color in. And you can see it's quite dry. We're gonna add the tenderizer now. Smiley face. Go in. So we want to mash it up such that this guy helps to hydrate the dough. As you can see, there's quite a lot of crumbly bits. You can always add a little bit more water, bit by bit, small portions, so that you can slowly hydrate all the flour. I can see that my dough is coming together, so I'm gonna add oil. So there's also another liquid sauce, and it's gonna help. So once you know it's done, is when the dough is not sticking to your hands and it's nice and taut. You have a nice Play-Doh texture. And you see, it's very stretchy. You can have like those flowy fillings and it also can stretch out accordingly. So once our peanuts and sesame have been cooled down, you can slowly start to peel off the skins of the peanut. You know you did the right job when you hear this. Okay, and that's the skins being peeled off. So we're now gonna put the white sesame into the Modern Pastel and we're gonna grind it until it turns into a powder. So when it comes to the grind size of your sesame, you can always stop whenever you want it to. I like mine to have some bits of actual sesame seeds inside and some of them are powder. But if you want it to be fully fine and all powder-like, continue to grind. So now we're also grinding the peanut. You can use the mortar pestle to grind it and pound it to smaller pieces. What we're gonna do is to add sugar. You can use white sugar or brown sugar. If you use brown sugar, it gives you more caramel taste to it. If you want it to be white sugar, it will be a bit more brighter flavor. Yeah. A little bit of salt will not go any wrong. We actually microwave some peanut butter. It's a secret ingredient. But we're gonna add a little bit of oil so that it thins out the peanut butter a little bit. Pour. You see how it's combining into a nice paste. Taking the dough out of the cling wrap and we're going to portion them little bit by bit. So I'll normally do 12 grams. This allows it to not crack, especially when we are boiling it. have a nice little ball like this. So what I'm gonna do is to just cling wrap it and set it aside. So we don't want to put this in the fridge because it will harden up crazy and it will be very, very hard for you to mix your, put your filling inside the dough. For the peanut filling, we want to squeeze and create a little ball like this. This is about 8 grams. You can be greedy and put more, but I cannot guarantee that your Tang Yuan won't explode. Moving on to the soup, we're going to make ginger milk soup. So what we have right now is a lao jiang. If you don't have this and you're lazy, you can always go for ginger powder. Choose the bentong ginger powder if you like the spicy kick to it. Okay, so we're on the fire, pour the ginger and water, and we're gonna let it simmer first, and then afterwards we'll add the milk. Okay, you don't want to boil the milk because it may start to curdle. So now is the wrapping phase. What we're gonna do, we're gonna have our gloves on so that the dough does not stick to our hands. Then we're gonna use our thumb to puncture a little knob inside the dough. It's like a little well. Ding! And we're gonna put our filling right inside. So because this filling has been in the freezer, it's nice and firm, we can now just use our fingers to push the filling in. When we press the filling in, the dough will kind of like automatically wrap itself around the filling. Perfect. We are now to the boiling stage of the Tang Yuan. We don't want to overcrowd the pot because once it's in the water, it will start to turn sticky and it will actually start sticking to each other. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna start a timer for 4 minutes. Start pushing and ensuring that they don't get stuck to each other, and it will slowly float up. 吃汤圆不可以一个人吃，要团团圆圆。来 ，Cheers！ 口感一流。Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually not so sweet.
Not so sweet.
Yeah.
After you add the skin, not sweet anymore. Yeah. Try this yourself. Sweet potato Tang Yuan with peanut and white sesame filling. I mean, as you can see from the whole process, it's kind of lengthy. So if you want to come and just try the sweet potato, peanut and white sesame Tang Yuan, you can come by to our shop at Ama Legacy, Upper Thomson, to have your fill during Dongshi season.